Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Ruben Amorim press conference reaction to the Rangers FC game. In tonight's show, we are going to be listening to what Ruben Amorim has said, going ahead to the game and talk a little bit about the game tomorrow. And also, we got to talk about, Man City bottling that 2-0 lead to lose 4-2 to Paris Saint-Germain. Absolutely unbelievable. Unfortunately, our women's team are out of the League Cup after losing 2-1 to Manchester City women. Manchester City women get payback for the defeat on Sunday, because obviously we beat them in the WSL, but unfortunately they were just too strong for us defensively tonight. But big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. If you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button, as I upload plenty of Manchester United content. And if you like me to talk about loads of different football teams, make sure you're subscribing to my Mr. Joshy J football channel. The link to my football channel is in the title to this video. It's also in the description, and you can find my F1 channel in the description. You can find my Rumble channel in the description, and also pinned on top of the live chat is my channel membership, where if you wish to become a channel member today, I have a level 1 and level 2 membership. You can choose which one you'd like, and it would help fund the channel, and you can get your own personalized video where I can do videos just for you guys, and you can get early access to videos before anyone else watches them. You can find all the information pinned on top of the live chat, and it's also in the description as well. But big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. Now, Ruben Amorim, it's going to be interesting to see if the media ask him any questions to his dressing room rampage. I mean, I can't wait to hear his fiery responses, man. If they ask him and he responds very aggressively, I can't wait for that. That's going to be absolutely box office. Now, these reaction videos is where I do the press conference reaction. I've not listened to any single bit of it, so when I'm listening to it, it's the first time I've watched it, so I'm giving a proper reaction to it instead of watching it again and already giving my points of view on it. I like to listen to it live with you guys, so we can have a proper conversation about it. But big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Let's get to the chat, shall we? Here we go. Yeah, Dynamite 14 puts in my links in the chat as always. Thanks for that. On Arsenal fans TV tonight, they will say they didn't need a striker, and those people are so deluded. Can we laugh at Manchester City bottling the 2-0 lead? I just uploaded the YouTube shorts on my football channel, Match Reaction, so do check that out when you can. What would you do if Garnacho cooks at Chelsea when we need a midfielder cover, because Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo going to get burned out? Can't rely on Lavia, then we are finished. I mean, you never know. Garnacho could be your superstar, honestly. Good evening to you, Kai. Big up to you, mate. City losing against PSG, long in their downfall. I know, it's absolutely hilarious, mate. Manchester United are in downfall as well, Kai. True, we are. At day night 14, unfortunately, laugh out loud. We better beat Rangers tomorrow, absolutely. Otherwise, nothing else will be sustainable whatsoever. Where are Manchester United in the Europe League phase? I think we're about 11, something like that. Put Anna Toon in the men's side, and she will show them how to play ball. Thanks, she will. I think you have a new sub tonight on your channel. Yes, I do. Yeah, we're currently on 1,170 now. So big up to every single one of you who has hit the subscribe button. Cheers, Kai. Thanks, that, mate. I appreciate that. Let's get you to 2K subscribers this year. Yes, fingers crossed. That would be nice. Planet Has is a good Man United YouTuber. You should watch him, mate. Yeah, I was watching a tiny bit of him the other day, but I haven't watched all his videos yet. Wouldn't surprise if Garnacho did well at Chelsea. It wouldn't. Youth players at Man United is no place for them to develop. Yeah, I know, because they start off strong and then they turn to shit, don't they? So, yeah, I'd agree with that. 100% agree with that. But the game tomorrow, we have to win 100%. A draw or a defeat, not sustainable whatsoever for the standards of this football club. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. But big ups to every single one of you who's live and locked in. So we are going to get onto the press conference now. Wow, this is quite a long one. 17-minute and 1 second video. Wow. This is a long press conference. So Ruben Amorim seen talking to the media, and so is Harry Maguire as well. So yeah, let's get to what they have to say. I will get back to the chats in a little bit, guys. Just I want to get on and listen to the press conference right now. So let's go for it.
Welcome, everybody, to our press conference for our UEFA Europa League game against Rangers tomorrow with Ruben Amorim and Harry Maguire. Please indicate who your question is for. Let's get going with Sam.
Ruben, if I can start with you. Obviously, you had some strong words after the Brighton game. I know that. What response have you seen from your players after what you said?
First of all, I want to talk about that. I was talking more for myself than from my players, because I was talking that, and you have to find out a coach that starts a job and lose 8 games, I think 7 games in the first 10. So it's more for me. I was talking more about me than the players. I also talk in the same response about I was not helping my players. And if you look around, every time I speak, and I speak a lot, every time you push about the players are not good enough, I never put the spot on my players. So I understand. I gave you that headline, and I'm frustrated sometimes. And
judging by that response, it sounds like the football club are trying to protect the players a little bit. So he's being a bit extra cautious in this press conference, what I'm hearing so far. Interesting, very interesting.
Sometimes I should not say that in that terms, but it is what it is, and that's it. Sometimes it's really hard to hide the frustration in some moments, but the good thing is that I said the same things in a different way in the dressing room 5 minutes before, so the response was quite normal, because I'm really blunt with my players, and they train well. They are ready for this game, and let's see tomorrow.
Harry, how does that land in the dressing room when you hear your manager describe the team as possibly the worst in the club's history?
No, I think as players, Chelsea and Bournemouth.
Oh, shit.
I think as players, obviously after the game, we was really frustrated, disappointed. Coming off the back of a good away performance and then beating Southampton, going into the game, we was confident and we felt like we had the belief that we can go and beat Brighton, and ultimately we didn't perform well enough on the day. So we've got to look at ourselves. We've got to take responsibility on ourselves. And as an individual, that's what I do. I go home and think about how I can help this team improve and get back to where we want to get back to. And that's challenging a lot higher than we are in the league. So for me, it's about us players just taking responsibility on ourselves and improving individually, which will help.
No excuses whatsoever. These players need to take responsibility for underperforming, but they just don't care half of the time. It's as simple as that at the end of the day.
The team improve.
Harry, you played quite well recently. I know things haven't been going so well for the team, but the manager said last week you're a leader again. Do you feel as though it has benefited you not being the captain of the club? Because, as you said recently, your form over the past 18 months has been quite consistent.
No, I wouldn't put it down to that, to be honest. Whether I'm captain or not, I do see myself as a leader in this group of players. I'm experienced now. I've been at the club over 5 years, and I know that in times when you play for this club, that there's so many ups and downs, and every game that you lose, there's a lot of scrutiny on the players, and players get targeted. And I think that's part and parcel of playing for this club. You've got to accept and take the responsibility on. And I think, look, I look at previous players, and I spoke about this before, the likes of players like Wayne Rooney and David Beckham. They had a large amount of scrutiny on them, and they was world-class players. So if it can happen to them, it can happen to anybody. And it's part and parcel of playing for this club. And listen, playing for this club's a huge privilege and a huge honour, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah, when you players turn up, it says, but when you don't turn up, you're not playing for the badge, because all you care about is the money. Money, 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 fucking money. That's all some of you care about. The ones playing for the badge, big up to you. You're playing for the badge, but the ones who just here for the money, fuck off. It's as simple as that.
Just regarding that scrutiny, I mean, Joshua Zirkzee had some dreadful stick a few weeks ago, and he's played well since. Did you ever speak to him, because you've been through similar experiences at times?
No, I sent him a message privately after the game. But listen, Josh is a good player. You don't play for this club if you're not a good player. He's got to bring that belief out and that confidence out in himself. And I always say in football, there's always another game, and there's always a next opportunity. And with Josh obviously coming on against Arsenal, he really changed the game for us. And then to score that winning penalty, probably give him a lot of confidence and belief that he belongs at this club. So the fans have been brilliant with him. We have amazing fans, and they stick with us through thick and thin. And when times are tough, they really get behind you and support you. And I felt that, and Josh, I'm sure, will have been feeling that over the recent weeks. It's not really about individuals. It's more about as a team. We're disappointed as a team. We want to get higher in the Premier League and start challenging at the top end of it. And this season, ultimately, we haven't been good enough.
Harry, can you explain?
That's an understatement. We haven't been good enough. We've been shit. Nowhere near Manchester United's football club's standards. Let's get the narrative right here, people. Let's absolutely get it right.
You say all the players are good players, and clearly they are the top-end Premier League players in theory. But you're not, as a team at the moment, a top-end Premier League team or playing anything like it. Can you explain why that happened?
If I could explain, I think we change it straight away. I think, like you said,
I can explain it on your behalf. It's because we have players in this team who just do not care. They're not bothered about playing for Ruben Amorim's system, because these players just do not listen. It's as simple as that. So there you go. I just answered that question.
You've got players who's played numerous games internationally, won lots of trophies in club football. But at the moment, we're not playing well enough as a team, and the league table shows that. So I can only keep going on about it. We've got
to be where we are in January in the Premier League is an absolute disgrace.
I say responsibility on as players. We've got to stop looking for excuses and blaming things. And it's really important that as an individual, you improve yourself, you come into training, you give absolute everything, and that's only what we can do.
Fine.
Sorry, Ruben. I take on board what you said right at the start, but if you're taking responsibility away from the players, then you put it on you, and someone has to take responsibility for the fact that Manchester United are 14th in the...
I'm not taking responsibility from the players. What I'm saying, that is the message that
you shouldn't give them any praise whatsoever. Do what you did in the dressing room. Absolutely tearing them a new asshole. That's what I would do. Anyway, right, let's get to the chat for a little bit. Here we go. Right, where are we to? Where would Garnacho play in the Chelsea team? Maybe on the wing or in the midfield, who knows? Funny how Maguire's doing so many interviews because he's been performing okay. When he was shit, you wouldn't see him in the media and interviews. Big up to you, Adam. Bosh. Big up to you, mate. Good evening to you. Adam 14 on the left wing is back up to Sancho. Big up to you, Josh, mate. So good to see you, mate. Keep up the good work, mate. Cheers as always, Adam, mate. Maguire is clueless, honestly. Just because you play for this club, it doesn't mean you're good enough. Facts. Couldn't agree more with you.
You guys show was that I was putting on the players. What I was saying is that you have to look really hard to find the team of Manchester United in 10 games that lose 7 games. In that is on me because it's the same players doing worse with a new coach. That's my only concern in the moment. But I'm not taking anything from the players. What I'm saying is that we have to improve in the details, and I explained that the way we play, we are too nervous with the ball, too nervous, really anxious. And then if you have a little...
Because the players are not listening to you. That's why we are too nervous on the ball, because the players are just don't seem to care what's going on.
Experience in this game, when you fall in this type of context, it's really hard to go up, especially...
There's a buzzword right there. Context.
When you are a massive club. So that was my only point. It was the best point to do it after that loss in the way I do it. Maybe not, but it is what it is. And I'm like that all the time. So I'm not taking responsibility for the players. I'm saying, I'm really, really direct in things. I'm saying in this moment, we are performing really bad and our results are really bad in the moment. So it's everything.
Of course it's really bad. I mean, this should not be happening, man. Seriously. We're Manchester United Football Club, for fuck's sake.
Everything together, the players, the staff, the technical stuff. So I'm not taking responsibility. I'm just pointing that I'm the biggest responsible of the performance and the results, because I'm the coach and I have...
Of course, like if Ruben Amorim was doing anything wrong, I'd call him out on it 100%. Like what I do in the players, because you'd be a real hypocrite if you only called out the players. If the manager got something wrong, you have to call out both parties. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. Because there's this saying, one of my favourite YouTuber likes to use, one of my favourite YouTubers, accountability is the best ability, which is very true. It's 100% true.
That responsibility.
Ruben, you've spoken a couple of times about the anxiety that you feel sometimes at Old Trafford. Is it becoming harder to play there at the moment as opposed to being away? And is there anything you can do to combat it, that feeling of kind of nervousness, anxiety when you play home games?
I think that is clear. I could say different things and say, no, it's the same thing. We have the support of the fans. No, we are more nervous playing at home than away, because we lost a lot of games, like 4.
It's like with Old Trafford now. It used to be a fortress, but now teams go to Old Trafford showing no fear whatsoever. I mean, let's get the narrative right here. They think, oh, we're coming to Manchester United. They're not the same team as what they were about 10 years ago. So we're going to go to your stadium with no fear and we're going to get a result because, you know, your players just do not seem to care. So we will turn up and get a free hit and get all 3 points. I mean, get out of here, man. Seriously. Why does it have to be this way for Old Trafford to still be a fortress? Let's get it right here, where teams fear coming to Old Trafford. Because when Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager, you know, teams used to absolutely shit themselves going to Old Trafford. So I miss them days. I really do. We got to improve on stopping teams from getting confident coming to Old Trafford. Make them nervous again. Do fucking something, yeah?
Games in 5, so it's getting harder. What we can improve, I think, if we don't suffer the first goal, like in the 4th minute, and I remember like it's 4th minute, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then it's really hard to calm down the team. So we need, the first thing in my mind is they cannot score. We need to score the first one. If we score the first one, I think that will change and we will play better at home in the beginning. So that's it. I think it's really clear. We are really anxious playing, especially at home, and we are suffering goals, and then it's really hard. So I think it's clear for everybody that is getting harder to play at Old Trafford.
Really? I think you said previously a couple of weeks back, there's a storm coming, yes? So Rich, fair to say you're in the storm, yeah? Can it get any worse for you, this team?
Of course it fucking can. I mean, we're down in about 4 teams. And we could go out the FA Cup. And at some stage, we could go out the Europa League as well. So, of course, it could get fucking worse for us. Come on, journalists. Seriously. It really could. And I'm not even fucking joking at the end of the day.
Your position, your performances, the results can be funded.
Excuse me.
The most important thing is to think that we can improve right away in the next match, and then it's like that. The football can change like that. We can have a lot of ideas and thinking that it's getting worse for that reason or the other reason. Imagine that tomorrow we don't suffer a goal in the beginning and we score and we play well, and then we go to Fulham and you can win it. That will change even the environment here and everything. So I don't know. What I knew since the first day is that when I arrived and I see it, I understood that changing things, we are going to suffer. For me, it was really clear. But in this moment, I don't want to say that it's going to take a lot of time. It's getting really hard, and and you guys are here for a long time, and you get lost after loss. It's really hard for everybody, and I know that. Sometimes I show that frustration, but I don't know. We can change that tomorrow.
Both this next question, please. You just mentioned it again then, that you're really nervous. As a player, does that help you to hear your head coach say, you and other players are nervous?
No, I think we spoke about the first goal at Old Trafford, and it's not teams are coming to Old Trafford and opening us up and tactically breaking us down. I think anybody who was at the game against Brighton, it was a 50-50 game. It could have gone either way, and we gave them a goal early on, which we knew we had to stop. We spoke about it in the pre-match. So we've got to stop giving away that first goal. That's the first and foremost thing. I think the first goal against Nottingham Forest, against Bournemouth, was a set play. The first goal against Southampton was a set play. So these aren't things that are tactically a problem. These are things where you've got to go into the game and be focused and mentally ready to go and win a football matches. And football matches are sometimes defined on small margins, and at the moment we're not getting them small margins because we're not mentally focused enough to make sure that they go our way. So we know things can turn, and like the boss has said, tomorrow's an opportunity for our players to go out there, put on a performance and get the win, and then go into Sunday. But yeah, of course, we take each game as it comes, starting with tomorrow, and tomorrow's another opportunity for us to make sure that we move on from Brighton and put things right.
I didn't say I was nervous. I said the team was nervous. I was frustrated. Frustrated is different from nervous. And if you say it's good for the players to see the coach frustrated, maybe not. But I didn't.
Well done, Ruben Amorim, correcting that journalist. What a fucking idiot that journalist is, honestly. What are we doing here?
It was nervous.
Saying players are nervous. We are nervous.
Yeah. It's a team because it's always we.
Does that help the team to sort of put that thought into their head?
No. I'm saying the obviously. if you want, I can be a delusional and say different things. Yeah. I see it as I saw it, and I said to the players, and I said to you, I think it's a good thing to be really honest with you. If you want me to say different things, you saw one thing, I saw one thing, and I tell you a different thing, I can start to do it. That is easier for me. But what I'm saying is that, and they know. And you can understand the game. If you are in the stadium, you can understand. So let's face it and work on it. But I'm not nervous. I'm frustrated.
You mentioned in the dressing room after the Brighton game saying these kind of things to the players directly. All right, saying usually you don't say anything, you wait till the next morning. Why did you change your methods for that game? And do you sometimes feel that you need to, I don't know, you said you want to shock the club, shock the players. Was that a moment where you were doing that?
No, it was not. I didn't think. That's why. I'm a young guy, and sometimes I make a mistake, and that's why I don't talk about after the game. This game, I needed to talk, and maybe it was a mistake, and then I get more nervous and go to the conference really nervous, and then you said things that you shouldn't say. That's it. Sometimes you are a young guy and then do mistakes, and you improve. I don't promise you that I will not do it again. I don't know, so I will try to improve.
James. Ruben, you've been honest, as always, about the sort of financial realities that the club are going to face this year. There's a lot of talk of Napoli and Chelsea interest in Garnacho. If the club was to get to a point where it gets an offer that it deems acceptable for a player like that, how important is it for you that you are then able to reinvest and use that money?
As I understand the question, let's focus on the game. I don't want to talk about that, especially before a game. Our focus is that our players are here to play. We need to improve. We need to win games to have that feeling of winning. It's really important for us. So let's focus on that today.
Let's take a last question from the Scottish press.
Just a question for both gentlemen. Just what do you expect from Rangers tomorrow night?
No, I think we expect a tough game. We know they're going to come here and give everything. They're going to be followed with great support. And I think they've done extremely well in the competition. So, no, we expect a tough game, but I think our focus on ourselves, making sure that we perform on the back of a bad defeat at the weekend, and we'll go there with confidence that we can perform and get the 3 points.
We expect, like Harry said, a tough match. A lot of physicality during the game. I know that some players, important players that from Rangers that don't play, and we have to know the new players to understand the way they play. With the fullbacks are really high on the pitch. They have talent to score in the final third. So it's one more difficult game is really important for us because we want to skip playoff. Is really important to have time to train. So I expect the same thing that we face in the last games. A really tough match, a lot of physicality with also the fans from Rangers making some noise. So we are prepared. Our fans are prepared. We want to win.
Say Rangers, they put on a good atmosphere. So if we're playing rubbish and the Rangers fans start making a noise, more noise than us, then we're going to be in big trouble. It's as simple as that.
Just one last one from Scott.
If you don't mind, in many ways, the situation at Rangers just now mirrors the situation at Manchester United. A lot of turmoil on and off the park. Are you aware of what's been going on? Rangers, same idea of the fans being upset at lack of success, and do you feel for their coach? Feel for them all?
It's really hard. These massive clubs, and Rangers won a lot. I think is the club with more titles in Europe. So it's really hard in these moments for any coach in any club. But I hope to improve my team before, especially tomorrow. So I feel the pain of the Rangers coach.
We'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. That's the end of the press conference. I mean, that fucking journalist trying to spin it. Well, who the fucking heck does he think he is? Seriously. Right, let's get back to the chat. Here we go. These fellas will always down tools. They will. The club's a toxic virus. It is. I agree, you guy. 100% it is. But I just don't understand these journalists, man, trying to spin the narrative. I mean, oh my goodness sake. But, Ruben Amorim should not give the players the benefit of the doubt. If I was him, I would still call out the players like what he did in that dressing room, because he takes absolutely no messing around. And we finally got a manager in who's like, no, you listen here. I'm in fucking charge here, not you. So you're going to do everything I say or fuck off. It's as simple as that. Because we need that back at this football club. We need some sort of law and order restored, because I'm sick and tired of how the standards has been lowered at this football club, honestly. Whether it's from fans on social media falling for all the PR bollocks, these fan channels, brown envelopes, I'm just fucking sick and tired of it, honestly, because my standards are up to here instead of being down here on the floor. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. But big up to every single one of you who's live and logs in this evening. Much appreciated. If you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button, as I upload plenty of Manchester United content. And please subscribe as well to my Mr. Joshy J football channel. The link is in the title and it's also in the description as well. And also, the link to my F1 channel's in the description. And pinned on top of the live chat is my channel membership. So you can find all the information around a level 1 and level 2 membership. It just, choose which level you like. And yeah, you could help fund the channel. All the information pinned on top of the live chat, and it's also in the description as well. But, going into this game tomorrow with Manchester United, I honestly believe that we will hopefully win the game 2-1 or 3-1. I just think we're capable of conceding, unfortunately. If we play Andre Nalner, no doubt we're going to concede. But if we play Bayender, then who knows? We may even keep a clean sheet. But even if we play Bayender, his kicking has got to improve, because his kicking in that game against Arsenal was nowhere near good enough. But the saves he was making was absolutely fantastic at the end of the day. I mean, wow. But Onana needs to drop, and we need Binder in goal immediately. If I was Ruben Amorim, I would do that. But would he have the balls and the determination to drop Andre Onana? Because obviously Andre Onana is first choice. So it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, big up to you, Michael Chelsea FC Footy MotoGP F1 channel. Big up Josh J. Geezer. You can keep Ganacho. I don't want him at a bridge. Thanks. Well, hopefully we will keep him, because I believe he's still got a future at this football club. I know Ganacho gets a bit of hate, this and that, but I think he can still be successful. But he's got to be less greedy on the ball and start passing it to his teammates, in my personal opinion. But, we'll wait and see what happens. So I just finished listening to the press conference, and a bit of banner mash waffle by this journalist. But, Ruben Amorim did talk a lot of sense as well in it. He isn't a striker anyway. No, he's not. He's like a winger, because for us, he plays as a winger, to be honest. So, yeah. But we'll wait to see what happens. One thing's for sure, though, I still think we need to invest in some players in the January transfer window, but the window be closed in about 2 weeks, so time is running out. Otherwise, we won't be able to sign someone until the summer transfer window, which means we're pretty much fucked soon for the rest of the season if we don't make signings. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. but I'm not expecting signings, to be honest, because, you know, of how we had to pay off Eric Ten Hag and pay off Sporting Lisbon for termination fee. So I don't think we're going to sign anyone unless, say, we sell Rashford or Garnacho or number 10, I like to call him, because, you know, it's like we're not broke. I don't care what anyone says, because why is it we're making cutbacks off the pitch, but yet these owners are not willing to fix the problems on the pitch? So we're not broke. It's BS. If anybody thinks we're broke, then, you know, we're falling for the PR, because the amount of money we make for merchandise, this and that, there is no way in a million years that Manchester United are broke. Yes, PSR rules have played a big part in why teams aren't spending a lot of money, and I think PSR should get in a fucking bin, to be honest. PSR is ruining football. Let's get it right here. It's like, just scrap it all together, yeah? Get rid of it. We don't need it. It's as simple as that. I know they're trying to make things a level playing field, but the big teams are like getting to spend money, but the teams who come up with this and that are not, because PSR is screwing them over financial fair play, which that is not fair. This is why other teams are struggling, because of PSR. Because, you know, obviously the big six and that, they make a lot of money for ticket sales now. Oh, big up to you, Brian CFC. Big up to you, mate. Bosh! How are you doing this evening, mate? Thank you for joining me this evening. Amorim, the new scapegoat. Yeah, I think he is. And some fans are already starting to turn on Ruben Amorim because of the outburst in the dressing room, this and that. I mean, but to me, it's about time we had proper law and order restored in this Manchester United team. A manager who is willing to be like Sir Alex Ferguson. And I loved that by Ruben Amorim, you know, that he said to the players, sort yourself out or fuck off. It's as simple as that. UK sold out big time. The Americans, yeah, I agree. But why are you calling out your club all the time? Be happy. Because I'm sick and tired of how it's being run at Michael.Chelsea FC. You know, I'm sick to the back good teeth of it. I really am. Whether it's a brown envelope channels or fans on social media trying to fall for all the PR and that. Sick and tired of it, man. No, start raising the standards instead of the standards being down on the floor. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. It's like fans think, oh, you're an enemy of Manchester United. No, I'm not the enemy here. I'm not the bad guy. I just want what's best for my football club at the end of the day as a Manchester United fan, you know, because I've been supporting them for 25 years now. Why should I accept mediocrity in this football club? I won't. I want teams to start going to Old Trafford again, fearing for their lives. Lamo, be happy with the plastic PR. Happy Meals, Mr. Joshy J. Yeah, they can get in the bin, Brian CFC. As Johnny Memrell says, the PR Happy Meals will be having a field day, this and that. Get out of here, man. Not got any time for them. I only like to listen to YouTubers who speak the truth on their football clubs, like Johnny Memrell's, Lee Gunner, Early Doors Football TV on West Ham, you know, them sort of channels. Any others, you know, I listen to a few United channels because some of them are really, really good. But the brown envelope ones, fuck off. It's as simple as that. Like the other day, I unsubscribed to the Football Terrorists because that channel is starting to become the brown envelope channel. Let's get it right. You know, Henry Talks Bollocks, he's involved on that channel as well. So, yeah, screw the Football Terrorists. Don't want to be part of that channel anymore. Law and order in the country needs to be restored first, or anything else like Trump is doing in the USA. Facts, absolute facts, 100%. Couldn't agree with you more, Michael Chelsea FC. Absolutely, it needs to be, because, you know, this country is in a mess. So, yeah, like the people upstairs trying to force us to switch to electric cars. Nah, fuck off, man. I'm not going fully electric. I'd much rather stick with like normal petrol or diesel cars. Then you still feel you're in control of the vehicle, because what happens with like these electric cars having all computer technology, this and that, the people upstairs could just shut down your vehicle like that, fast according to say, but no, I want to be in control of the vehicle. So fuck off. That's all I can say. Get out of here. The people upstairs, seriously. Start coming up with hydrogen fuel and synthetic fuel, so people who don't want to go all electric can keep the cars what they want. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. Trump is signing all the executive orders. Looks he's following through on what he's actually said from the start. After all, I mean that shows a leader. That's why the Americans believed in him, because that shows leadership, and we just do not have that in this country, do we? You know, it's kind of just laughable, man, how shit it's really gone at times. I mean, just wow. Either way you look at it, at least the Americans trust their leader, because no doubt about it, he won that election very comfortably, didn't he? So yeah, they believe in him, which is a good thing, I guess. But, you know, all these people will be trying to make him shut up, this and that, but he won't have any of it. He will bring back, like, freedom of speech, I reckon, Donald Trump, to the people of America. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. I mean, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. You know, Manchester United, though, I mean, we have to win this game against Rangers. We really do. Otherwise, a draw or a defeat nowhere near sustainable for that standard to this football club. But let's get the narrative right here. We have to win against Rangers. But Mr. Joshy J, why are you not allowed to upset everyone? Otherwise, it's hate, mate. They think, oh, because you're speaking the truth on the football club, this and that. You're not a true fan because you always got something to complain about the football club. But the way I see it completely the opposite. It shows that if you call out the football club, you care, that you're a true fan, that you're not just a social media fan. All these fans will go along with the PR, this and that. Nah, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not one of them. Because I grew up without social media. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. Love when you say standards, Josh, mate. Could you say it again, mate? Standards. There you go, Adam. Wish I could drive an F2 car, even if it's an F4 car. Yep, 100%, Kai. Completely agree with you, mate. 100%. But, you know, Manchester United just got to go into the game with no fear whatsoever. Make sure we get the job done. All 3 points. Thank you, Josh, mate. You're welcome. That's all I require is all 3 points. You know, I'll take a 1-0, I'll take a 2-0, 3-0, anything like that. I just want a win against Rangers, because I cannot see us winning at Craven Cottage. No chance. Craven Cottage is such a hard place to go. Besides, Fulham have got a lot of old Arsenal players, so that will make it fucking difficult for us away at Craven Cottage. I say Fulham are 100% favourites to win it, that one. People don't like the truth, Josh CJ. Oh, why do you think the Matrix are out there to get me, mate? Why do you think about over a month ago and that I was definitely given a shadow ban? because, you know, probably because I spoke about number 10 and that Manchester United didn't like it. So they thought, right, we'll report this user to this platform. And then this platform gave me a ban. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. We will beat Rangers because we have to, 100%. And I want to see a response from these players after Ruben Amorim's outburst in that dressing room. I mean, that's absolute gold. I mean, it's about time we had someone like that again, because this is something we've not seen since the Sir Alex Ferguson days. So I'm very happy about that he's willing to be ruthless and not take any messing around. Because why should these players get given the benefit of the doubt? I will not give them the benefit of the doubt. If I was in charge in that Manchester United team, I'd rip into them 100%, because, you know, I'm sick and tired and you know, just getting away with blue murder. No, it's time to stop that right now. Stop throwing managers under the bus and start playing for this Manchester United badge. That's all I require, for fuck's sake, man. When we win tomorrow, United fans will flip-flop and say we are back. These players are the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, you wait and see, Kai. They will, mate. Because it sums our fan base up in a nutshell. Love to talk Man United with you. One day I would, Josh, mate. Well, if we do a call-in show, you know, you're more than welcome to call in, which very soon I will be doing a call-in show for Manchester United fans, so we can have a conversation about it. And at some stage, we'll do a call-in show on my football channel where all football fans are welcome to give their opinion on their football club. Saeed will say, I want Joshua Sirski if he scores 2 goals against Rangers tomorrow. More than likely. 100% he will. But yeah, you know, I am just absolutely sick to the backseat. Yeah, Saeed can be funny, I agree, you know, especially in his rants, like, come and meet me in the car park. I remember that. Oh, fucking heck, that sounded real Bristolian and Somerset then. Where he went, come and meet me in the car park. That was funny, man. That was one of the funniest clips ever. You know where to find me? I'm out in the car park. Oh, Saeed fucking made me laugh that day. That was one of his best rants he ever done, honestly. That was quality, man. That was absolutely peak. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see if I can say Team A. Here we go. Car park. I bet you there's a meme on it, isn't there? I'm in the car park.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV.
Oh, good night.
I feel
to you, Kai.
10 Haram has took me places that I never thought I would go to. Wallahi, it's personal. Last week, it was personal with Bruno Fernandes. Now, 10 Haram, yeah? 10 Haram is personal, mate. And anyone who is 10 Hag in now, mate, come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Come and find me. I'm in the car park now. There it is. Sirski reminds me, Rican Astroy, you are back and scary. Some new narratives for tomorrow. More than likely. Do you like rants, Josh, mate? What, rants and bants? Yeah, he's all right. He's not really one of my favourites, but I much prefer Flying Pig United. You know, Flying Pig United is by far my favourite United content creator. He just makes me laugh. There's so much Flying Pig United. You know, no one else will ever come anywhere near as close as Flying Pig United, because I've been following him for about 10 years now. He's a legend, honestly. Say your club is finished, Saeed. But yeah, that clip is just absolute golden. It's
Fucking this shit.
it's personal. Come and meet me in a car park. Let's listen to that bit again.
Last week it was personal with Bruno Fernandes. Now 10 haram, yeah? 10 haram is personal, mate. And anyone who is 10 hag in now, mate, come and find me. I'm in the car park now. If you are backing the
I like her talking about United, Josh, but you're the best, Josh. Like, oh, thank you, Adam. Yeah, I like talking about United as well, you know. Of course, I don't follow many female ones. So talk about United, Alice Talks Football are the two who I definitely listen to. But talk about United, she's good. She's a very good YouTuber. She deserves a lot more subs, man. She really does. Yeah. Good YouTuber. She really is. Talk about United. Talk about United. Now comes up. Oh, here we go. Something was come up here. Arsenal's scary win. Odegaard and Havertz incredible. Henry Talks Bollocks is putting his title. Arsenal scary win. Odegaard and Havertz incredible. Arsenal 3. Domino Sagrag nil. I mean, oh my goodness me. Arsenal scary. What the fuck, man? Get out here, man. LB roasting inside when LB does his bingo cards roundup. One of my highlights said, oh, that's hilarious, mate. I've watched some of his videos on that. That is absolutely gold, honestly. Would love to talk Man United with her. I would, Josh, mate. Well, she does a call in the show. Call in, mate. Henry, the Arsenal fan. I mean, to put Arsenal scary, I mean, come on, man. They are not scary for fuck's sakes. Are they up there with Liverpool? Mathematically, yes, but realistically, are they going to win it? No, they're not, because they're not good enough at the end of the day. So how can Arsenal be scary? But yeah, it's clear as day. He's meant to be a Spurs fan, but yeah, he likes talking about Arsenal. Oh, good evening to you, Hayden Cox. Good evening, Mr. Yep, good evening to you, mate. Thank you for joining me this evening. Yeah, we listened to the press conference and now we're just having a little conversation about other things. I mean, yeah. But Ruben Amorim, he called out one of the journalists in his interview, you know, he was giving false information and that, and Ruben Amorim absolutely shut them down. So I love that because, you know, why should they get away with it, you know? Because they should not be allowed to get away with it. If you're talking false information, you should be called out on it. And he called them out on it. So fair play to him, yeah? Ruben Amorim. Now, the players owe it to Ruben Amorim. They really do. Because Ruben Amorim, he wants to be successful here. Hope this year for you on YouTube is a good one for you, Josh Ray. Cheers, Adam. It's only Dino Sir Greg. Mind you, Henry will wet his straws for anything more socks for him to get tomorrow. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. But Man City throwing away that 2-goal lead against Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, oh my goodness me, that is absolutely unbelievable. Pep Guardiola made some substitutions, but it's like they didn't work out. If anything, it made Man City worse. Grealish scored, but you never really saw them in the game after that because Paris Saint-Germain were so good on the break and that Man City just could not handle Paris Saint-Germain's high line. Absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I know Hayden Cox, nowhere near sustainable at home for the Green Army to get beat that scoreline against Burnley. Yes, I know Burnley a very good side, top of the table and this and that. But, you know, that is nowhere near sustainable to lose that scoreline. Adam saying big up to Hayden Cox, especially when you're playing at home. Embarrassing, because we need to rely on the home form, the Green Army, to stay in the EFL Championship. But the more games the Green Army lose, unfortunately, I think it's curtains. I think League One awaits the Green Army, unfortunately, unless they can dramatically get back to winning ways soon. I think it's looking a bit peak for the Green Army, sadly. But the chairman, he's just resigned. He needs to take accountability for that, because it's clear as day he didn't back Wayne Rooney enough at the start of the season. And yeah, look, the EFL Championship is a tough league, but really, Plymouth has said they want to establish themselves as a regular Championship side, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen, as relegation is looking more and more likely for the Green Army this season, sadly. But Bristol City, you know, they are doing okay. Had a decent result away at Sheffield Wednesday tonight. And I look forward to going to Ashton Gate on Saturday to watch Blackburn Rovers. Bristol City against Blackburn Rovers. Can't wait for that. That should be a good game, because mathematically, you know, Bristol City and Blackburn could still make the playoffs. Let's have a look at the EFL Championship table, shall we? So if you want to listen to me talk about loads of other football teams, make sure you're subscribing to my football channel. You know, the link is in the title. It's also in the description. Yeah, Blackburn are 6. They are on 28 points, and Bristol City are also on 28 points. And they played the same amount of games as well. Oh, sorry, that's 28 games played. Where's the points? Here we go. Bristol City are on 38 and Blackburn are on 42. So, yeah, mathematically, Bristol City could still make the playoffs. Of course they could. But do I think they'll make the playoffs? No. I think they'll miss out on it. But could they finish top 10? Yes, absolutely. But would the playoffs be good for Bristol City? Of course it would, 100%. Do you see all the football tonight, Josh, mate? I watched Paris Saint-Germain and Man City game. That is absolutely unbelievable. I loved that game of football. Absolutely fantastic. But, yeah, you know, obviously tomorrow I'll be doing my match reactions, the Rangers game, and I'll be doing an emergency meeting as well. But what's the emergency? It's my emergency, okay? If I want to put emergency meeting in the title, I will put emergency meeting in the title, because this is my YouTube channel and I can put whatever I like. Hopefully I'll be in a happy mood though during my emergency meeting. Live watch it on. I might not be able to do the first half, but I might do the second half. I don't know yet. I'll wait and see. Or I just might want to watch the game. Or I'll wait and see though. Anyway, but I'll definitely be doing an emergency meeting 100%, because, you know, emergency meetings, they are fun, because not only do you get to listen to what Ruben Amorim said, I like listening to other fan reactions as well and talking about the game. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. So, right, let's have a look. Who's lying who I like? I know Lee Gunner's in his emergency meeting. He's lying right now. Let's have a look. And if anyone else is lying who I like, we might go with them. So have a look. Redirects, here we go. Let's set up a redirects. I need Rangers to win so you can get your wooden spoon out. Yeah, good night, Adam. Good night to you. It's LB. Yeah, should we go with LB? Let's go with LB, yeah? Let's go with him. See what he's got to say about Man City. Make sure when you head over to his YouTube channel, you put Mr. Joshy J Raid, or just say Mr. Joshy J is the one who redirects it. So yeah, let's listen to LB and see what he's got to say, because that's going to be very interesting. He'll be absolutely devastated. But why is they going to do an emergency meeting when they won? No idea, but yeah, we're going with LB. Let's listen to LB. See you tomorrow, mate. Yeah, don't forget Mr. Joshy J Raid. Thanks for watching. Good night, everyone.